Well, hello, everyone. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. It's always great to be with you on the Inspirations for Your Life show. It is Sunday. It is July 12th, 2026. If this is your very first time here, I want to take the opportunity to say welcome and thank you. If you've been here 1, 5, 10, 100 times more, or maybe you lost track of the count, I want to say welcome and thank you. But I also want to say the words welcome back because I really do appreciate people that keep coming back and enjoying the quality content that I produce here. So the weekly master topic, as you know, kicked off yesterday, Saturday, with Series 5. It's show 29, and then we go from 1 to 7, obviously, from Saturday to Friday. And that is how to understand this, and that is how to grow through every season. And it's about building a life that creates lasting results, how to prepare your mind for opportunities, which is today's Granular Series 5, show 29, episode number 2. So, welcome everyone to Inspirations for Your Life. I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student at Montclair State University, a passionate lifelong learner, and now so grateful to be a published author. Yes, great to be with you. Before we actually jump into today's episode, something we do on Sundays and Thursdays, we started doing about a month ago. I'd like to give a special shout out to our friends at Sultan Bakery and Cafe that recently opened not too long ago at 321 Valley Road. I believe there was another bakery there before that had been there for many years. That's 321 Valley Road in Wayne. It was also called the Valley Brook Shopping Center, I believe. And if you're looking for authentic Turkish pastries, artesian coffee, handcrafted desserts, fresh baked breads, or an incredible traditional Turkish breakfast, you can stop there and experience what they have to offer. And Sultan Bakery is not new. They were also in Patterson, but now they have a location in Wayne. And the cafe has started to build a great reputation for quality, hospitality, and delicious food that's made fresh every day. So if you own a restaurant, a cafe, a bakery, a small business, a library, community organization, or another unique venue, and would like Inspirations for Your Life to record a live show from your location, we'd love to hear from you. All you need to do is visit jcmacademy.com, click on the Contact Us button in the far right hand of the website. Tell us about your venue, and we may feature you if you'd like us to come out to your facility and do a live show. It's free. 15 minutes for the setup. The show is about 27 minutes and change. Then after the show, we have a brief Q&A of my brand new book, Drained to Driven, and then a 15-minute Q&A, and then after that, author signing. So, yeah, it's a great place to help build some great community and be part of an amazing show, which we're now almost at our 5th year. We're a little over 4.5 years now. And our thanks again to Sultan Bakery and Cafe for basically opening their doors and for sharing some great information. And now let's get inspired and on with today's show. Thank you so much for joining me for another amazing episode of Inspirations for Your Life, where I explore practical ideas that help us grow stronger, think wiser, and become the very best version of ourselves. Opportunity rarely arrives with advance notice. More often than not, it appears when we least expect it. The question isn't whether opportunity will come. The real question is whether we'll be prepared when it does. Today, we're going to discover how preparing your mind every single day positions you to recognize opportunities that others may never even have noticed and been there your whole life. Number one, opportunity favors preparation. Success rarely surprises prepared people. They invest in themselves long before opportunity appears. And preparation gives confidence, ladies and gentlemen, when the moment finally arrives. Are you ready for number two? I know you are. Number two is another great one. Learn before you lead. Great leaders never stop learning. The more knowledge you gain, the better equipped you become to help others. Leadership begins with personal growth. And I think that's important. As I said to you, You have to put the time in. You have to learn before you can grow. Number three, curiosity creates growth. Curious people continue asking questions throughout life. Every answer expands understanding and creates new possibilities. Growth starts with a willingness to learn. Number four, guys, every lesson has value. Not every lesson feels enjoyable while you're experiencing it. Some of the life's lessons and greatest teachers arrive disguised as challenges that sometimes we want to walk away from. Every experience contributes to your development. Number five, keep developing your skills. Skills are investments that continue paying dividends, like compounded interest in the bank. The stronger your abilities become, the more opportunities naturally appear in your life. Never, never, never stop improving your life. Number six, your mindset shapes your future. The way you think influences the way you act. Positive thinking creates better decisions and stronger habits. Your future begins in your mind. Yes. Number seven, learning is important, guys. Learning is so very important, but a very unique type of learning. Learning from every experience. Because you see, success teaches valuable lessons, but failure often teaches even more. Every experience contains wisdom. If you're willing to look for it, nothing is truly wasted. Number eight, challenges teach resilience. Growth often begins outside your comfort zone. Difficult situations strengthen your confidence and prepare you for greater responsibilities. Every challenge builds character. Okay. Number nine, growth requires humility. Humility allows us to admit there's always something new for us to learn. Pride often blocks progress because it assumes there's nothing left to improve. Stay humble your whole life and keep growing. And when you're humble, not only will you grow, but other people will want to help you too. I think that's a very important thing to understand is that it can work that way. Okay, and I think if people understand that, then you'll be like, oh, wait a minute, I actually get that. I actually understand like how that's working or now why that's working a certain way. I think that's a very important thing for us to acknowledge. Number 10, guys, stay teachable. The most successful people remain lifelong students, even after they've left school. Every conversation, book, and experience can teach something valuable. A teachable spirit keeps your mind expanding. And a lot of people say, you know what, I'm done with school. I've learned everything I need to learn. But that's not going to help you grow in life. That's going to help you to basically shut off humility. When we shut off humility, guess what happens? We don't learn anymore. And nobody wants to teach us anymore. Number 11, knowledge creates confidence. Preparation reduces uncertainty. The more you learn, the more comfortable you become facing unfamiliar situations. Confidence grows from understanding. Okay? It grows from understanding. Number 12, better thinking creates better results. You've heard this the phrase before. Ask better questions, you'll get better answers. Same thing. Improving your thinking improves your decisions, right? Better decisions consistently produce better outcomes. Success starts with clear thinking. Number 13, improvement never ends. There's always another level to reach. Personal growth is not a destination, guys, but it's a lifelong journey. Keep challenging yourself to become better every day. Number 14, practice builds excellence. Practice builds excellence. Nobody masters a skill overnight. Excellence develops through repetition, patience, and continual improvement. Practice transforms potential into performance. But I don't want you to think that that's going to come overnight because it's not going to come overnight. And I don't want you to be discouraged when it, doesn't show up overnight. I think that's a thing that a lot of us need to realize. It is Exercise in practice, humility, listening, and just being in the moment. Number 15, guys, invest in yourself daily. The greatest investment you'll ever make is in your own growth. Time spent learning, reading, practicing, and improving always produces lasting returns. Your future self will thank you, even if your current self is saying, "Oh, I want to scream," right? I said that life is going to be, as I said, uncomfortable at times, but that's the key to having us grow. That's the key to having us grow. Okay. I think that's important for us to know, important for us to be aware of. And there can't be any rush. Everything has to happen in its own time. Number 16, experience becomes wisdom. Experience teaches lessons that books alone cannot even begin to start with. Every success and every mistake adds another layer of understanding. Wisdom grows as you apply what you've learned to the future and how you can, let's say, harness those great opportunities. I'm not going to say they're just going to fall in your lap, but I'm going to say that they're going to be there. Okay. They're going to be there because you're putting out the effort. That's important. Number 17, every setback teaches something. Every setback teaches something. Does that make sense to you? And maybe that can help you understand. See, disappointments often become life's greatest classrooms. Every obstacle reveals a lesson that strengthens your future decisions. Learn the lesson instead of dwelling on the setback, right? Don't throw everything away. Just throw away. You could throw away what hurt, but remember the lesson. Remember the lesson. Number 18, guys. Number 18 is a very, very powerful one. Learning creates opportunity. Opportunity. The more you know, the more possibilities you begin to recognize. Learning opens doors that remain invisible to those who stop growing. Education expands opportunity. That's important, right? The more that we do that, the more that we can reach new areas of our lives. We could tap into new potentials, potentials that we didn't even think were possible. Number 19, expand your perspective. Seeing life from different viewpoints improves your understanding. New perspectives create better ideas and stronger solutions. Growth begins when your thinking expands. When your thinking expands. When your thinking expands. And it's up to you to decide, is my thinking going to expand today or tomorrow or never? You see, we have free will, so that's totally up to us whether we're going to expand or not. We have the ability to, but it doesn't mean that we're going to expand. Doesn't mean we're going to. We have to want to expand. We have to want to expand in our life. That's a very key thing. Very key thing. And maybe once we've started to learn one lesson, it becomes easier. Number 20, curiosity fuels innovation. Innovation starts with someone asking, what if? How about? We might try. Curious minds challenge assumptions and discover better ways of doing things. Never lose your desire to explore. Keeps us young, but also keeps us innovative, keeps us growing in life. I think that's a very powerful thing when we can understand that we can go back to the drawing board anytime in our life, not just when we start. And we've got to be humble about going back to the drawing board, not just doing it once saying, all right, I went back to the drawing board. Now I can't do anything. No. Number 21, read more. Books allow you to learn from people across generations and industries. Every page contains ideas that can improve your thinking and your future. And reading is one of the greatest investments you can make. Okay. Also, listen to podcasts like this, uh, listen to other audiobooks. You don't have to just read anymore. Reading is the old colloquial term, but we can still do other things to transfer knowledge. You know, take part in demonstrations, doing things, right? Number 22, ask better questions. Great questions often produce great answers. Instead of assuming you know everything, become genuinely interested in learning more. Curiosity has this unique spark to begin a very unique part of our life by allowing us to harness thoughtful questions that might have not even existed before. They were right under your nose. It's just you were not paying attention to those things. I think that's an important thing. I think that's a very important thing. But I'm not going to tell you that it's like flipping a light switch on and suddenly, bam, it works. I know I forgot to tell you guys today, if you are thirsty or you're hungry, feel free to go grab something real quick and come back. I forgot to tell you that at the beginning of the show today. I always tell you I have my RO water here and my lemon. I don't want anybody to be parched or hungry here. Learn to develop critical thinking. Information is everywhere in our universe, but wisdom requires evaluation. Learn to analyze, question, and verify what you hear before accepting it as a truth. So don't accept everything that's out there. Ask yourself some questions. Analyze a little bit. Strong thinking leads to better decisions. And guess what better decisions do? They help us grow. You know, when we grow and we learn new information, guess what happens? We cross a threshold, one that we never thought was there or that we even believed was possible to cross. But suddenly we gain that confidence because now we have new knowledge. And then what we thought was impossible, right? Now it becomes very possible. Number 24, growth requires reflection. Learning isn't complete until you reflect on the experience. It's not just listening and hoping that you transfer knowledge or doing route learning. No, taking time to evaluate your progress helps identify strengths and areas for improvement. Reflection turns experience into wisdom. Now, again, that doesn't sound that difficult, and it's not. But when we make the choices to do it, we create this very unique connection in our brains. We allow more pathways to be created from one side to the other. And thus, there's more ways to get information from one side to the other. Number 25, guys. Better habits build better lives. Success is rarely the result of one decision. It's built through consistent daily habits that gradually shape your character and your future. Small habits create remarkable outcomes. something small. It doesn't have to be big, guys. Consistency and structure is the key to success. Number 26, stay open to change. The world continues to morph and evolve, whether we're ready for it or not. Remaining flexible in our bodies, we have a word for this, neuroplasticity, allows you to adapt, grow, and recognize opportunities that others overlook. Growth requires an open mind. Again, the body, we call it neuroplasticity. The fact that the brain can be reprogrammed, that our body can learn different ways. It doesn't have to do things the way that it was once shown, or the program that was loaded to us by someone else, whether a stranger or someone we know. Number 27, guys, knowledge compounds just like the interest in your bank account. Everything you learn builds upon what you already know. That's why it's important to latch learning on things we already know. When we do that, guys, guess what happens? It becomes easier. We link things to a foundation, right? Think about a puzzle. When you started something and you have edges, it's a lot easier to connect things to multiple edges now that you have a base, right? One lesson leads to another, creating momentum that accelerates your personal growth. Knowledge becomes increasingly valuable over time. Over time. It might seem like we're not doing anything, but the truth of the matter is you're doing more than you even thought was possible. Number 28, think beyond today. Short-term thinking often limits long-term success. Looking beyond today's challenges helps you make decisions that creates a stronger future. Now, vision always reaches farther than the present moment. So don't get discouraged if you're not where you want to be. Don't get discouraged. Do not get discouraged. That is a big, big key. And that's something I feel a lot of people miss. Number 29, learning is a lifelong advantage. Graduation is never the end of education. Every day offers another opportunity to improve your knowledge, skills, and perspectives. Lifelong learners remain prepared for whatever comes next. Number 30, prepared people recognize opportunities. Opportunities often appear quietly rather than dramatically. Those who have invested in themselves are ready to recognize and seize it when others hesitate. You remember the saying, opportunity may only knock once. The door to opportunity might be there. And although you might see the door again, that door may be locked the next time you see it. Preparation transforms possibilities into achievement. In closing, as we conclude today's episode, first thing I want to, again, is that shout out to Sultan Bakery, Sultan Artisan Bakery. That's located, Sultan, the Bakery Cafe is located in Wayne, New Jersey. That's Sultan, Sultan Bakery and Cafe. They're located again at 321 Valley Road, Wayne, New Jersey. And they have a variety of time slots. So it says they're open. It looks like Sunday through Thursday. They're open 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Wow. Friday, 8 a.m. to 12, and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12. So definitely stop by there, check them out, let them know that you heard about their place on the Inspirations for Your Life show. And if you would like us to feature your business and have us do a live show at your location, please visit jcmacademy.com, click on Contact Us. Let us know you want to host us. All right. It has been so great being with you. And to conclude today's episode, remember that opportunity rarely appears without warning, because it has been preparing you all along. Every book you've read, every podcast, every lecture, every demonstration, every skill you've practiced, every challenge you've overcome, And every lesson you've learned has been building the person you're becoming. It might have been small, right? But it was happening over time. Growth is not about reaching a point where you know everything. No, it's about developing a mindset that never stops learning. I learned this in college when I got back as a graduate student. They said, John, don't try to learn everything. The goal of graduate school is to learn a little bit more and be more diverse in many areas. Sometimes I take a course and that book could cover 7, let's say, courses. They're like, we're only covering one course in this class, but it could house another 6 other courses. We want you to just get more diverse in the topic nature. Ladies and gentlemen, please continue investing in yourself every single day. Stay curious, ask thoughtful questions, embrace new experiences, and remain humble enough to keep learning from everyone around you. The opportunities you hope to find tomorrow are often created by the preparation you choose today. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Inspirations for Your Life, and thank you so much for joining me for another amazing episode. If you don't know who I am by now, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student at Montclair State University, passionate lifelong learner, and so grateful now to be a published author of my book, Trained to Driven. Until next time, everyone, remember that the future belongs to those who prepare for it before it arrives. Keep learning, keep growing, keep improving, and trust and know that every investment you make in yourself today is creating opportunities that will shape your tomorrow. Stay inspired, stay curious, and I'll see you in our next episode. Check out believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. Be well, everyone.